Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm your host Shorty and this is Evil Gaming Incorporated. I want to take a moment to talk about the current situation going on with Grand Theft Auto 6. While we do that, you guys can enjoy some retro Red Dead Redemption gameplay here where we're doing a race for West Dickens. Everybody knows that Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out later this year on console and God knows when it's going to come out for PC. And to be honest with you, Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't without its own controversies along the way. But ignoring everything else, I'm going to talk about one controversy that I don't necessarily agree with. And that's that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be hosting a gameplay reveal trailer on Netflix. You know, everybody's favorite platform that is absolutely terrible and keeps going up in price, but the quality of the content we keep getting keeps going down? Well, Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar have decided that that's where they're going to host their gameplay trailer, and then 6 hours later it'll be available on YouTube. Immediately right off the bat, the conversation has been split between two different sides. You're either completely fine with it being on Netflix or you're completely against it being on Netflix. And for some reason, the discourse surrounding Grand Theft Auto 6, Rockstar, and Netflix is you're not allowed to be in the middle. And that's kind of where I sit. Let's talk about the bad side first, because everybody loves to talk about the bad side for things. It's just easy to stir up controversy and clicks and stuff like that. Looking at it from the bad standpoint, this is gatekeeping a trailer behind a paywall. And while yes, 6 hours later you can watch it on YouTube for free, that's just this scenario. If we don't push back on that now, then in the future, what's stopping them from locking all trailers behind random paywalls? What's going to stop them from locking one trailer behind Crave, another one behind Amazon, and another one behind Netflix? To put this plainly, for the first time in all of our entertainment existence, a trailer for an upcoming game is going to cost you money to watch. Now, if immediately upon you saying anything negative about that, people are going to say it's free 6 hours later. I'm coming from it from the standpoint of what happens when it's no longer free. Remember, microtransactions started out with horse armor inside of Oblivion. Now look where they are. Every game comes out with 77 different seasons passes, battle passes, and battle passes, as well as 40, 50, 60, 70, $100 microtransactions in a revolving 24-hour item store. All started from a $2 cosmetics for a horse inside of a single-player game. At one point, loot boxes were deemed as a good thing, a chance at random rewards, and slowly that turned into Darth Vader costing you 10,000 hours or $2,000 if you wanted to get them. Everything starts off with this slow baby step formula, and if we don't push back on companies now locking trailers for video games that they're trying to market to you behind paywalls, what's going to end up happening is it will become industry standard. And when it becomes industry standard, well then every company has to become a trailblazer, which means they're going to push it as far as they possibly can. Now let's flip that coin over and look at the other side. In order for this to make sense to Rockstar, it also has to make sense to Netflix and vice versa, which means both sides are profiting from this no matter how you look at it. Rockstar's most likely getting some sort of kickback from a boost in sales that's going to happen to Netflix, because let's be honest, people are literally going to buy Netflix just to get this, just to be able to see this trailer. And what Netflix is banking on is that the people that download it and say, oh, I'll cancel it in a month, forget to cancel it in said month. Even if they can cash in on 1% of that audience, they're going to be making money hand over fist. But there's been a couple conversations I've seen here on the internet talking about what happens if maybe we're allowed to watch Netflix inside of Grand Theft Auto. I don't know anybody who's going to boot up a video game to then go sit down in a digital world to then watch a movie inside of their digital video game. Seems like needless extra steps to get there. But for some reason, some people are excited by this prospect. Other than that, there's no real upside to this other than the kickback that Rockstar is going to get and the boost in sales that Netflix is going to get. We, the player, miss out on everything, and that's where my problem lies. While I'm not going to rush out to buy Netflix and give another corporation a bunch of money for a trailer I'm going to be able to see for free in 6 hours, I'm not somebody who doesn't see the problem here. This is a slippery slope. I've already mentioned that it goes downhill. We've seen it happen with microtransactions. We've seen it happen with live service games. We've seen it happen with battle passes. And I think that if we start allowing companies to then merge with other companies to then advertise us games that they're going to sell to us, this is going to end up being terrible. What I'm actually seeing here is we're opening a door for, like, say, EA games like the FIFAs, the Maddens, the NHLs, or 2K to be able to straight up just fucking put commercials in your game. Because at this point, we as a society of gamers have fallen so far, we're willing to pay money to watch trailers of games 6 hours early. There should, and I do genuinely believe this, even as a CEO of Evil Gaming Incorporated, I do believe that there should be some sort of boycott going on here. Gamers should be pushing back against this. This wouldn't even be the first time gamers have. We did it with Darth Vader in Star Wars Battlefront 2. We literally changed and removed, by simply being loud about something, the entirety of loot boxes in all video games. Admittedly, due to our complacency, we have slowly allowed them to come back into our games. But due to the lack of not being loud enough about certain things, we now have battle passes that have battle passes, and then for some reason we have event passes that have seasonal passes that then also have event passes, as well as rotating microtransaction stores. Gamers should be looking at this extremely cautiously, and to be honest with you, there is a ton of red flags currently when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 6. One, they were extremely stingy on the amount of stuff that they were going to release to us, and you can say that's just to bait the hype, but the game was already hyped. It's starting to feel a little bit more calculated, like they're deliberately picking and choosing what they can show to us, so they don't end up with like a Dragon Age the Veilguard situation where they get overly critiqued. Two, they deliberately locked missions as well as certain stores and cosmetics behind the extended, more expensive Digital Deluxe Edition. And even with the Digital Deluxe Edition, you still don't get everything the game's going to have to offer. Three, they haven't even announced when online's coming, nor have they announced when it's coming to PC, which is another giant red flag. Four, they're already heavily monetizing the literal trailers for the game, which means you can expect that the actual game is going to be so goddamn littered with microtransactions, it's going to be unreal. I don't think we'll ever see a game that's this hyped or this overly monetized in our entire lifetimes. Well, that's not true. This is just going to be the start of what we're going to see, and it's going to start turning into a very Ready Player One style of dystopian future where we're going to have to pay for literally everything. Grand Theft Auto is already doing that with Grand Theft Auto Online as we speak. And the same company is also allowing all these RP servers to charge you $1 bazillion for just like random garbage in the game. To be honest with you, Grand Theft Auto Online is no different than Roblox with the amount of money it asks you for up front. But it just seems like the closer we get to the launch, and I'm a massive Grand Theft Auto fan and Rockstar fan, the closer we get to it, the less and less I'm getting hyped, and the more and more I'm getting concerned that what we might actually be buying is a demo to the actual game. Hear me out. With how heavily they're monetizing this game already, before they've even done their marketing, before the game's even released, they are selling you things at an exorbitant price. I think we actually might be seeing the actual physical shift in the market. Think of all the companies that are currently standing on the sidelines waiting to release their game and have it be hidden by the over monetization of Grand Theft Auto 6. You know it's going to be true. I think we're going to be seeing sports games littered with actual real commercials. There's already some commercials in 2K, but like I think we're going to be seeing like full-on like Herbal Essence commercials and shit right in the middle of our games. I want you guys to cautiously be aware moving forward when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 6 and don't get lost in the hype. I'm the CEO of Evil Gaming Incorporated because I have the ability to see this and go, this is the problem. At the end of the day, it's your money. If you want to go get Netflix to watch a trailer you can watch for free in 6 hours, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But at the same time, don't discredit people for saying, hey, this is dangerous. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm working currently on Red Dead Redemption. Channel associates, I appreciate each and every one of you. Coming up is Saints Row Gat Out of Hell and Saints Row the Reboot. See ya.